15 chocolate bars you'll only find in Canada. 1. Maltesers. While a similar treat called Whoppers exists in the States, they just cannot be compared to our beloved Canadian Maltesers. Not all malt balls are created equal, clearly. Maltesers are a malted honeycomb center that is coated with a generous helping of milk chocolate. They are crispy and light, with the perfect amount of sweetness. Although old-fashioned, coming out in the 1930s, some things never go out of style. Eat the whole bag at once or save some for later. In any case, they make for a convenient and delicious Canadian snack. 2. Aero chocolate bars. Nestle attempted to launch this chocolate bar in the US in the 1980s. Unfortunately, Aero did not become a hit with the Americans. More bubbly chocolate for us. Aero is a rich milk chocolate bar with the unique addition of a bubbly texture. With its aerated chocolate throughout the whole bar, it's almost magical. How do they make all those glorious bubbles? Made by Nestle Canada, the Aero chocolate bar is beautifully bubbly. 3. Crunchy bars. Simple, sweet and right to the point. It's honeycomb toffee that is surrounded in milk chocolate. This bar most definitely has the perfect name, as you will feel the crunch with every last delicious bite. This old-fashioned chocolate bar seems to be a top choice for every candy lover. It is the best of both worlds, crispy and sweet with the smooth and creamy texture of our divine Canadian Cadbury milk chocolate. 4. Dairy milk chocolate bars. I have never met a single one that I didn't care for. It's a love story for our Canadian Cadbury bars. Every single one is just too easy to devour. Coming in a wide variety of flavors, the list is extensive and so impressive. Surely there is a Cadbury Dairy Milk bar to suit everyone's tastes. Our exclusive Cadbury Canadian recipe is just a little different than the British versions. The Gladstone factory, right here in Toronto, Ontario, makes 500 every minute. That's a lot of dairy milk bars just waiting to be eaten. 5. Smarties. Do you eat the red ones last? If you're Canadian, you'll know what I'm talking about. Once marketed towards children, these had the alphabet printed on them, and were intended to be used as a learning tool. Don't we all wish we learned our ABCs with Smarties? Even as an adult, I just cannot resist these candy-coated, brightly covered pieces of milk chocolate. If you ask for Smarties in the States, you will end up with what we know as Rockets, which are a completely different thing. 6. Jersey milk chocolate bars. This old-fashioned Canadian chocolate bar has been loved since 1951. Squares of velvety, smooth, delectable milk chocolate are what make up this chocolate bar. Yes, it sounds simple, but the Jersey milk chocolate bar is anything but. It is exquisite. This Canadian classic was made by William Nielsen, who claimed that he made nothing but the best. He was right, and our chocolate-eating Canadians know the quality and the simple deliciousness of the Jersey milk chocolate bar. 7. Big Turk candy bars. The Big Turk candy bar is exclusive and very distinctive as well. Not only to Canada, but some would also say that it's an acquired taste. The old-fashioned Big Turk bar consists of chewy, magenta-colored Turkish delight that is wrapped in a delicious, rippled coating of milk chocolate. Love it or hate it, the Big Turk candy bar has been around since 1974. It always makes us proud to be Canadian. Another bonus to this Canadian classic is that the Big Turk contains 60% less fat than the average candy bar, making it a great choice for an afternoon pick-me-up. Eight. Eat more candy bars. The Eat More candy bar is an old-fashioned Canadian classic. Made of rich dark toffee, peanuts and chocolate, every bite is chewy, stretchy and purely delicious. It was first made by the Loney Company until it was acquired by Hershey Canada in 1987. Eat More is a change from the usual chocolate bar and makes for a very addictive snack. You truly do want to eat more of them. Nine. Mr. Big chocolate bars. If you're really hungry, this is the Canadian chocolate bar for you. Mr. Big is the largest chocolate bar made by Cadbury Canada, coming in at an astounding 8 inches long. Wow! Now that's what I call a real chocolate bar. Mr. Big is packed with crispy vanilla wafers. Rice Crisps, creamy caramel and crunchy peanuts all covered in milk chocolate. Despite all of Mr. Big's plethora of yummy add-ons, this Canadian chocolate bar has a light and chewy bite to it, at the same time very filling and satisfying. 10. Glosette raisins. The #1 candy sold in movie theaters across Canada. Yes, Americans have Raisinets, but let's face it, they are nothing compared to our Glosette raisins. Plump, juicy sweet raisins, covered in thick, glossy milk chocolate coating. A trip to the movies is just not complete without a box of these. The Glosette brand does not only contain chocolate-covered raisins, but chocolate-covered peanuts and almonds. These are morsels of pure Canadian sweetness. Eating all three will hopefully last you through even the longest of movies. (11) Cherry Blossom. Only us Canadians know about this delicious treat, all wrapped up in a cute little, vintage-looking yellow box. The Cherry Blossom is an old-fashioned concoction, consisting of a juicy maraschino cherry, surrounded in a mixture of roasted peanuts, coconut and milk chocolate. Sounds good, eh? No wonder we've been eating these for over 100 years. Originally made by Loney, the Cherry Blossom came out in the 1890s and Canada was its original home. 12. Coffee Crisp. If you ask a Canadian how they like their coffee, they might just say crisp. This bar is one of the most popular Canadian chocolate bars. Layers of crisp vanilla wafers, sandwiched in between a coffee-like candy, all coated in ripply, milk chocolate. As the slogan says, makes for a nice light snack. Coffee Crisp is proudly made by Nestlé Canada. This iconic Canadian chocolate bar has been made since 1939 and is still on the top of any chocolate lover's list. 13. Crispy Crunch. With its perfectly crispy peanut butter flake surrounded in milk chocolate, the Crispy Crunch is one Canadian chocolate bar you do not want to miss. Crispy Crunch was first made in 1912. It has been devoured for generations. An old-fashioned, classic Canadian chocolate bar that was originally made by the Nielsen Company and was sold to Cadbury in 1996. During the 90s, the Crispy Crunch became available on the US market, but it failed to impress them. 14. Wonder Bar. This bar was described as the greatest candy bar ever created by Daniel Tovrov, a reporter for the International Business Times. A chewy peanut butter filling, with rich caramel and some Rice Crisps, all smothered in milk chocolate. 15. Caramilk. Rich and creamy milk chocolate that is filled with silky, golden caramel. The Cadbury Caramilk chocolate bar has been around since 1968. This retro chocolate bar has been inducing visions of caramel spilling onto lips for generations. It has always been indulgent and so sweetly mysterious. Rightly so, as the question has always been, how do they get that caramel inside? The Caramilk secret is a very real phenomenon and is actually locked in a vault at 277 Gladstone Avenue, which happens to be the place where they make these luscious Canadian chocolate bars.